The Smokin' Joe's Mark Tate a perfect day. He gets lane 1, his choice. In lane 2, the Tide Outrigger Hotels, Nate Brown the driver. The Miss Budweiser, driven by Chip Hanauer, will be in lane number 3. To his right in lane 4 is Jim Harvey's T-Plus, driven by Steve David. In lane 5, Dave Billwalk and Pico's American Dream. On the outside in lane 6, the Ron Jones entry, the Sea-Doo, driven by Scott Pierce. And the trailer, 15 seconds back, will be the International News with Mike Jones. 146 points is all that separates the leader, Miss Budweiser, to the challenger, the Smokin' Joe's.
And there's the start, ladies and gentlemen, at Pearl Harbor. They are off and running for the championship. Watch closely as we see if the Miss Budweiser in lane number 3 can hold the lead. It looks like American Dream is going to take it coming into the turn. Now they're going to start sorting out a little bit. Miss Budweiser still very much in there. It looked like the Tide is closing in on the lead boat, though. It's Smokin' Joe's in the lead. And look, Miss Budweiser on the outside and the American Dream. 4 boats in a line and a 5th boat challenging to get up on the line. The Tide Outrigger Hotels is leading the pack as we stand at the moment with the Smokin' Joe's on the inside. Smokin' Joe's in the turn. Miss Budweiser in 3rd on the outside. Oh, Smokin' Joe's gets loose. And as he gets loose, he still manages to hold the speed. But now it is the Tide coming on again. Another pass as Nate Brown takes the lead again at the completion of the lap.
The Fruit of the Loom scoreboard shows Tide, Smokin' Joe's, and Budweiser. If they were to finish in that order, the Budweiser would win the championship. Smokin' Joe's only chance is to win this race and hope that the Budweiser finishes 3rd or worse.
The Tide boat, Nate Brown out in the lead, and something's gone wrong with the Tide boat. Smokin' Joe's just blew by him like nothing was there. There is apparently a problem for Nate Brown. Mark Tate has now taken over the lead. Miss Budweiser is in 2nd place. That is not good for Mark Tate as far as the championship battle.
If it remains this way, Budweiser would win the championship by 46 points. If he were to drop back to 3rd and this boat, Smokin' Joe's, wins, they would win by only 29 points. The Fruit of the Loom shows on lap 3, Smokin' Joe's, Miss Budweiser, T-Plus, and word comes from the pits. The Tide blew their prop off.
Well, you can't go anywhere without that prop. Any of the boat racers will tell you that. So Nate Brown, very disappointed, sitting dead in the water. There you can see him. He's got his canopy up, and he's standing on the back of the boat, kind of waving good luck to all the other drivers as they go by. It's part of boat racing. There's not a darn thing you can do about it. Miss Budweiser still riding in 2nd place. Now, you might say, well, what'll Mark Tate do? Will he ease up a little bit, maybe? Try to save the equipment? No way. This is the last race of the season. He goes for it all he can with the hope that he'll lead the Miss Budweiser into some trouble somewhere down the line. Miss Budweiser might drop out of it or drop back. That's his only chance.
And the Steve David T-Plus is coming up on the Budweiser. If he passes the Bud in 3rd place would lose the championship by 29 points.
The Budweiser, I know they are going for the win if they can possibly get it, but I also know that Chip Hanauer is driving a very smart race. He's taken the smooth water on the outside of the Smokin' Joe's wake. He is going to hold the boat in 2nd place. If he sees an opportunity to move up alongside or even pass the Smokin' Joe's, he certainly will take it. But at this point, it looks like Mark Tate is just about invincible. There you see a good shot from inside the T-Plus, running in 3rd place, and he's holding the boat. He's having one of his better runs today. But the 2 guys out in front are just dominant. They are strong on the field. You can see T-Plus gets a little bit light out there. He just passed up on the inside. The American Dream, Dave Billwalk, who had such a strong day going, apparently has developed some sort of engine problems. We also got some word from Scott Pierce's crew that he had a split fuel line, was not getting fuel to the engine. He's pulled out of it.
We're on the last lap, a half a lap to go, and I'll bet you Lawrence Sawyer is talking to his driver, Chip Hanauer, saying, stay right there, you got the World Championship.
Smokin' Joe's, your lead boat coming around the final turns to the checkered flag. Fourth place is Dave Philwalk. I'm sure disappointed in the way the boat performed in the last heat, but he's had a good day otherwise. A perfect day, though, for Mark Tate, the winner of the Outrigger Hotels Hydrofest here in Honolulu, Hawaii. A great job of driving. Here's the man that wins the championship overall for the season, takes second place in the race. Congratulations there, going between the two crews.
And here's your final point tally of the day. Smokin' Joe's, absolutely perfect.
Good day for Smokin' Joe's, not so good for the Tide Outrigger Hotels boat as Nate Brown salutes the crew, ready to tow him in.